attack, 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 say stupid things, not thinking about it. Like, get your dopamine, get your dopamine. I mean, everybody is essentially doing the same thing, but because, you know, it's like he's like Roger Mayhem times like 1,000 times a million. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's
Right,
even
but
more
we're
toxic.
having a conversation. You can't have a conversation with him.
I agree.
He talks at you.
I agree. And actually, his co-hosts also talk over each other, and even they all talk over each other, and then they all say you're stupid and racist. That's the pattern in all of these rooms. And so what's happening is you are watching people who are not public speakers. They're not Toastmasters. English is not their first language. And so, from an English native American speaking perspective, even the linguistics are obnoxious and offensive.
Correct. But I'm saying, John, it's just like with selling art. It's all in the presentation.
I know, but you got to understand, I'm winging this. This is not some organized effort.
I know, but what I'm saying is, because it's so disorganized, and I spelled it out in steps on Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
That you're doing this, blah blah blah. That you switch around to different channels, blah blah blah. Have to check, blah blah blah. You're gonna text me, so I'll know. But what you should be doing is getting the catalog, all the shit you have,
mm-hmm.
just in basic form, like I have, these dates. This person, big name. This big name. This, you know what I mean? Allegedly. And then sell it.
I know, but who do I sell it to? Like Radar Online, TMZ?
No. You sell it to A24 that's doing the movie on Elon.
Mm.
You sell it to...
But my footage isn't like screen capture, one-to-one audio. It's like, it's just independent.
It's independent. It's a new media. If I had time, like I said, if I thought I could do it justice. But
listen, try to get on stage when he goes on live. Like, tweet the room.
Can you get me on stage?
I can't get you on the stage. He blocks every account I have. Like, I have to have secret burner accounts just to listen in, because he knows. He's like, I've heard him in a room. He's like, if you just fucking Google my name, you fucking see everything. Fucking motherfucker has filmed everything.
Such dick. I'm gonna get him. Oh, if you could get me on.
I can't. You just have to tweet. You just have to tweet.
Little Mumskin, and then just light him up.
You just have to share, comment, like try to make your profile look, active, whatever. And then, but what are you gonna say? Like, you can talk trash to him, and then he'll kick you. But like, the thing is, why don't you try recording him, and publishing it to a YouTube account, to an Instagram account?
I'm not on Twitter at all. I wouldn't even know what space is. I don't know.
If you could record it, see if you could record it and then put it on Blue Sky, like that would be a great platform to put him on. Because
I'm putting it on Blue Sky, taking your recordings from YouTube, putting them directly on Blue Sky.
My Laura Loomer videos are doing pretty good right now.
Yes, I put them all on Blue Sky.
Oh,
they got
wow.
a lot of hits.
Oh wow. Let me check Blue Sky.
What I'm telling you.
What's your account name on Blue Sky?
Queen of Transylvania.
Queen of Transylvania. That's kind of hard to spell.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, Queen of Transcarpathia.
Oh, that's even easier. Queen of Transcarpathia. Let me spend 5 minutes trying to spell this right. Queen of Transcarpathia. Let's see if it even shows up. Queen of Yeah, no results found. Queen of Transcarpathia. Oh wait, I spelled it wrong. Queen of Transcarpathia. Ugh, doesn't show up. Sorry, I don't even know.
Try Queen of Limpos.
What? Queen of Limpos?
Limpos.
What? I see Queen of Limbo.
No, Queen of Limpos.
The Magic Queen of Limbo. Okay, so sorry, I can't even find you. So clearly your criticism of me not being organized enough may be misdirected.
No. Oh, no. You got to see my account. First of all, I'm Eat Pray Fish on Instagram. I sent you a thing. You can check me out. I'm for real. But on the other thing, I am queen of TRANS, trans, CAR, path.
I found it. Okay. Oh, you got a lot of
Smiley
followers.
face.
You got a lot of followers on there.
Yeah, I just started like a week ago.
Really? That's impressive. Whoa.
Thank you. I've written things on Reddit. I have a whole history with Elon Musk that I'm not going to get into, but that's how I lost my Twitter account, my Reddit account.
Uh-huh.
He's a dick.
He's a dick.
He's a dick. But anyway, I am getting you followers and views through your thing.
You are.
People finding it fascinating.
I don't see many comments though.
Well, Blue Sky's kind of weird.
You're posting a lot about Carter. Post more of my videos.
Jimmy Carter, I loved him.
Why?
Because he was such a good man.
Because he built houses and was nice?
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, exactly why.
I mean, you know, he inherited like the most magnificent situation ever. You know, the economy, the 40
we
years.
can get into everything that happened, but he was third in his class at the Naval Academy. He was a nuclear scientist.
Oh, wow.
People treat him like he was a dumb peanut farmer.
I forgot that he was, yeah.
But, yeah, okay, so we're on the same page now. You're going to send me a text with the link of where it is, and then I can do a watch
But wait,
program.
maybe he blocked you. It's just Adrian Dittman on X. I mean, I don't even need to send you a link. Like, you just need to go to X and type in Adrian Dittman.
I can't go on X.
Why not?
I don't have an X account.
Just make a burner account. Don't you have a smartphone?
I'm not going to make a burner account.
Who cares? Just call it Art, Pray, Love or whatever. It doesn't matter.
No.
So wait, how do you want me to? What's the point of me sending you a link then?
Because you're always, I watch you is on YouTube.
I see.
You're always bouncing around here, there, and everywhere.
I see. Okay, yeah, I could send you the link to the live stream.
Send me the link on YouTube at the time, and then I'll do a live party because I think you can get some money out of this, and this is a once in a lifetime chance.
I agree.
But I think you must present your channel as like one solid channel. Like, look at my Eat, Pray, Fish on Instagram. It's all the same thing. Fish.
I don't know. I'm looking at his Instagram. I mean, his X account, and I can't. It's just like funny. Like, he's writing funny stuff. He's not like, he's very smart, but he's not well mannered.
When he was chewing that steak.
Isn't that horrible?
And burping. Like he was the King Henry VIII talking about poor people. Yeah. I thought, am I high now?
But that's the thing is everybody's gonna die, and you know he's taken the Zav. He eats steak butter every night. Like he could have a massive heart attack. He could have a stroke. He's overweight. He doesn't get any sun. He's a workaholic. He's up all night playing video games. Like, talk about somebody who doesn't know, self-management. Like, that's what I'm saying. These recordings are really interesting because, like, he could stroke out.
Fascinating. They're fascinating.
Yeah.
For the inside mind of a billionaire, a narcissist, grandiose narcissism.
Yeah.
I mean,
but but the thing is, it's not just like grandiose narcissism. It's because he really is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And as such, you would think that somebody with so much money, somebody who could spend $125 million on the Trump campaign, that you wouldn't even waste your fucking time with these peasants or any of this. You would just manage your investments and shut the fuck up. And like,
he's mentally ill. He needs the dopamine hit.
Yeah, that's what it is. I agree. It is all about the dopamine. But see, that's like saying that dopamine isn't responsible for all of mankind's history. Like, there's a dopamine history curve, and like this is peak dopamine.
I'm telling you right now, he's a dark triad with sociopathic traits. He would put 200 million people on a rocket to fucking Mars to be vaporized tomorrow. and if they were exploded as soon as they got there, which is exactly what would happen, if he got a chance to do it again the next week, because he maybe fixed something, he'd do it again.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't care. That's who he is. And people don't look at that, like the results of what he does.
Well, this is the other thing, is he's like saying we're going to colonize Mars.
He's
And
retarded.
well, that's the thing. It's like, if you see, he wants government handouts for him, but not for everybody else. And he wants it to be used for his rockets and the setting up of a multi-billion-dollar off-planet, colony. But we're already on the biggest spaceship we could ever get on. And so, it's a lack of understanding, awareness, compassion, kindness, integrity. And so like, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I've been recording Clubhouse and hundreds of people for many, many years. When you listen to him, you're like, fuck, this is the biggest scam. He's the modern day Howard Hughes, and we're all falling for it again. Like, this sucks.
Yeah, he's not even Howard Hughes. He's Ron L. Hubbard from Scientology.
Maybe. I think Scientology is like really very, very fucked up, but it is what it is.
But it's the same kind of cultish.
But he would call out Scientology for being a cult scam. Like, see, that's where he's a little bit different. X is like the modern day cult. You will see it tonight when thousands of people tune in. You will see the cult of Adrian Dittman, which is the cult of Elon Musk, and everybody knows it's Elon. But then, anyways, it's like an inside joke. It's just a huge inside joke at this point.
But it's strange.
I don't know. Like, you could go back and look at all my recordings, sort by most viewed, and there's nothing that is scandalous per se. Some of it is like really,
But it's strange.
I don't know. I think social audio is strange. Like, this is the first time we've ever heard people just do freeform projection, and people are just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, most people are mature, responsible, educated people. He's shutting this guy down yesterday so hard, it's like he doesn't even listen. And he doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to hear other people's opinions. So, like you said, he's on that narcissistic dopamine, drug stimulation. And but so tonight should be, I think every night. See, this is the fucked up thing, is he will become the 7 o'clock news.
Please send me the YouTube links, because that's the problem, is the YouTube links. I get sick of looking for it everywhere, and I'm like, I'm just done with this. But then I posted some of Lorraine Bobbitt, and I thought, you're getting views from this.
Yeah, I am.
I actually think you could bottle those all up and sell them to some kind of indie filmmaker.
I doubt it. No indie filmmaker will like the quality or the way that it's filmed. I mean, listen, this is like the type of celebrity gossip that Radar Online, XYZ, all those celebrity gossip shows.
Maybe you sell it to Netflix as a TMZ special. Maybe you work with TMZ or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be very smart to start collecting all these for like a summer movie release, like the Adrian Dittman movie. Yeah.
And what you really, really need is an editor.
It's true. It's true. Well, man, I'll post on Craigslist. I'll try to find somebody that can help me do this from their house. I need to find somebody who can do this. I need to clone myself with a professional.
Right.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of people who are independent movie directors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need, and they could do the editing.
See, you know why this would be so genius? Because like he would get so angry, like because you're ruining his credibility. But that's what I'm already doing, and I've decentralized it. So he got my website shut down. He's gotten my X accounts deleted. He's gotten Instagram deleted. He's gotten YouTube deleted. So it's like, but I've spaced it out so much that when you Google search Adrian Dittman, like you're gonna see him acting the fool. Like I've already got him bottled up, but we just need to like we need to like get as much. We need to gather as much insanity as possible for like a 2-hour release where you just sit there and you're like, holy fuck, this is the guy that we're all working for and looking towards for like deliverance.
You could splice it with, whatever. Somebody could splice it with some things that really happened. I mean, people died at Tesla. He never reported it.
Did you hear that one guy said, we're going to get you arrested, Elon? We know who you are and you're responsible for killing people with your bullshit AI driving. Like, I was like, holy shit.
Oh my God, I love that.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, people are really fucking fired up. And like, he is responsible for people's deaths.
Yeah. So my goal is I think I'm a social media nomad. Because of Elon, I lost my Reddit account that had, there were some articles I wrote that had like 1.2 million views. Yeah. So, because that's where he first contacted me on Reddit. So I didn't even know who he was. So yeah, if you send me that, but I'm all in, and there's independent journalists, independent little houses that could do something with it with the right editing. You need an experienced editor that could do a story arc, because it's going to be funny as fuck, because you're funny too, and he can interview you, and you know what I mean. Hello.
Yeah, hold on one second. Sorry, I was just getting some watermelon. I agree. I mean, I would love to find some young, recent graduate who can help me record, edit.
In Chicago, man. Fuck.
AI editing.
Chicago, don't they have a film school? Chicago Film School.
Yeah, I've hired videographers before with great credentials.
But I'm saying, you could go talk to one of the professors, and they may have friends in the Chicago area.
I don't have time for that shit. You post an ad on Craigslist, you find some fucking guy who loves video and is great at it, and you're like, I got a fucking opportunity for you. And he goes, dude, I'm down.
Right. That's one way to do it. But I'd say I'd get a professional to edit it, because you want it to be funny as fuck, and you are so funny. And you could introduce some of those Clarissa or whatever the fuck. This is some little side things. I mean, it's just fucked up. Then have like a portion on Clown House. I mean, but somebody has to give it a...
Clown House is not a movie. Elon Musk, the movie, is the movie.
Okay, but somebody needs to assist you in the presentation and the editorial.
I'm just a director-producer. Like, I'm a nobody. Elon Musk is a somebody, more than a somebody. He's a global figure. Everybody around the world is constantly searching him, looking at him. I mean, he has hundreds. Yeah, I mean.
You could do it, John.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it in fucking 20 minutes. I'm going to film his ass. I'm going to position all my phones, and that's the best I can do.
I mean, while he's hot, while this is all hot, you got to strike while the iron's hot. So you got to get that YouTube page of yours fucking professional looking. Then, you know what I mean? Put right on it what time he goes live and blah, blah, blah.
The thing is, he's the show. He's already got the audience. I'm just a parasite trying to expose him, but it's an inside joke. And like, the inside joke is just going to grow and grow and grow. But the thing is, when people look back on it, they're like, you know what? I don't like this fucking guy. I wouldn't want to hang out with him. He's a dick. He sucks.
He is a dick. He is a dick. But people are dying every day in his Teslas. Okay? He's on drugs. He's a security clearance. He's calling Putin. He's a dangerous person. But nobody can see past his little fuddy-duddy weird dance and his little African accent and blah, blah, blah. But he's actually, as most people with sociopathic traits are, a dangerous individual. He's dangerous. He will say anything. He will do anything. He will lie. He will lie so randomly on things that don't even need to be lied about. And then he'll lie about them 5 minutes later. The way he puts himself as the main character, the hero, He taught that guy in India how to do banking in 5 minutes. He was the only one who could. The guy was probably just wanted a couple bucks. He was probably a beggar, didn't understand a fucking word. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you listening to me?
Hold on one sec. Listen, he's gonna die one of the richest guys in the world.
No, he won't.
Oh, he will. And this is the thing. He doesn't even spend his money. To him, the dopamine every night is like, if you had all these wives and kids, wouldn't you be spending your time with your family, enjoying your life? No. So this is the thing about the internet, is these engineers, it's insane. Like, our society is crazy, and Elon is, he is like there's a lot of guys like Elon. I've been working in advertising and digital technology for 20 plus years. There are so many guys just like him that want to get the quick buck, and they don't give a fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck about either legality or hurting people, and like, they want that quick buck, and it's me. There's no, like, this is capitalism. This is a representative republic. This has, like, anyways, it's just really interesting to.
I worked in legal publishing my entire career, and we had instant messaging before the internet, so you can think on that. And we were professionals. Complete professionals. There is no customer service on X. It's a joke. Sending people messages. Some people, that's their whole livelihood.
Look, Laura Loomer talking to this guy yesterday. He's like, Laura, write the fucking apology. Write it the way you just said you were going to write it. Send it to me, and I will make the call, and I'll get your account turned back on. It's like that. It's like, oh, you have to be the most biggest person in the world to talk to the right fucking guy to get one customer service ticket, dealt with. So you're talking about a click, and it's toxic, and it's stupid. And, we want our freedom of speech, and we don't want to have to go begging to some billionaire and his employee to get a ticket responded to. Like, the Laura Loomer issue is like very indicative of the fact that Elon is still a woke liberal ass motherfucker. And that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, it's just crazy.
He's a weird dude, number one. Number two, there's so many rumors about him. Diane Dukirk, or wherever she is on X.
Mm-hmm.
Guess she's trans. You know her?
No.
Diane, she does all the design stuff for him. She's a hat on.
I don't think he has issue. He's, he's progressive, like, when it comes to certain things, but I'm just saying that.
He was all in her inbox.
Oh, you think he's bi-curious?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the same thing about Destiny that he was saying with Nick Fuentes. Like, maybe he was projecting some hidden sexual desire.
Elon Musk is a shell of a man. There's no there.
What do you think about his wives? How many wives does he have? 4?
I think his first wife, he was an idiot and left her. The second one was an Epstein girl. Extremely beautiful.
Mm.
I think, she already saw what the casting couch was like, and she was only 20. So, yeah, hell yeah, she signed on. She got more than the first wife did.
Yeah, he said he believes in prenups, and I just wonder how much he has had to pay out. Like, I think with the SpaceX IPO coming up, I think they say, like, he's gonna, like, he'll be like the richest, because like the SpaceX IPO is like 400 billion or something, 450 billion, or yeah. So like but his money is tied up in stocks, but you can borrow against your stocks. So it's like, he really does have all this money, but how does he deploy it? how much is he burning into X every day? Like for him to have his show, do you realize it might be costing him $500,000 a day to sit on there for 4 hours a day talking, with Auda and Blythe about whatever. Like it's very expensive to keep the doors of X open, and they're not turning a profit. Every quarter they're losing probably, $100 million. So you got to realize
content creators make money like Tiffany Fong or whatever, and others do not.
Yeah, if you sign up for X Premium, they will monetize your account and send you a monthly check. If you, have a following and you have an audience. But it's not even that much. There's no advertisers. Like they're totally blacklisted. They have like Temu advertising. That's it. All the major brands stay far the fuck away. And they do it because like there's like an advertising syndicate that wants him to fail.
He told them to fuck themselves. Excuse me. He told Lauren Loomer to fuck herself in the face. Who even says that? Like,
I don't know, somebody who hasn't really. I don't know. That's the problem with inflation is when you have all that money, you start letting go of some moral and ethical constraints and personality constraints, and you just. It's just too much environment for one person to handle. I don't know.
He's not a good person.
Well, he's not doing, but neither is Bill Gates, neither is Mark Benioff, neither is 10 other billionaires. And in fact, the fact that he spent so much money opening X, so at least we had a space to say, don't take the Zav, that it's a poison. He deserves some credit for breaking X away from the White House, from the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, the Pentagon, etc. Like they were censoring hardcore.
I know, and I was so grateful. I was so grateful. Excuse me, I was so grateful, but then he's not nice.
He's nice to a certain extent.
From my account, which he contacted me to reinstate. I had 6,000 followers and a blue check on my outdoorsman account. Mm-hmm. He stole it from me. Dude,
you know how much shit I have had shut down? I mean, it's like now the way I look at it now is if they shut me down and they censor me and deplatform me, that means that I'm hitting the nail on the head. There's no other way to look at it. That means you're on the right track. You just have to keep going, continuing, because like if you're exposing people for being charlatans, pricks, assholes, liars, frauds, cheats, incompetent, and you get removed, I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head. Like you are impacting them psychologically, but it's only for a day. When they wake up the next morning, that nobody thinks about anything. It's just back to a new, fresh day. Groundhog effect, you're a fucking fish in a fishbowl. There's no memory, but that's the thing is because I've recorded him and you can just Adrian Dittman Google search and you're like, fuck, there's a lot of shit on this fucking guy.
You made a comment in one of your lives about pretending to be Andy Warhol. Who was that directed?
I'm just a fan of Andy Warhol, so I feel like the character is a funny person to always reference. I mean, you could do an Andy Warhol. I could do an Andy Warhol comedy skit. Throw on a gray wig, and do an Andy Warhol impersonation.
You said the person who thinks they're Andy Warhol.
That's Danny on Clown House.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was aimed at me, and I'm like, because I'm related to him.
No, what's your name on YouTube? Rose, or you have a bunch of YouTube accounts, right?
No, Queen of Transcarpathia.
Oh, I see. So wait, how did you meet me? Was it Clubhouse? Was it YouTube? X?
X.
Oh, wow.
After the whole Adrian Dittman thing, I don't know how I found you. Oh, somebody's following me. Are you following me? And any of your accounts, or is that Elon?
On X? What's
No,
your
on YouTube.
What's your YouTube handle?
Queen Insurance Group.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not following you.
So, but Adrian Dittman is.
The Adrian Dittman or like my Adrian Dittman?
Somebody is.
It could be me. It could be me. I mean, because maybe you interacted with my account and then I followed you.
Okay. That's okay. Just hoped it wasn't him.
No, he doesn't. He's not gonna follow you. Like he's, I don't know. You can see who he follows, but he has a YouTube account. It is Adrian Dittman on YouTube. 2 T's, 2 N's, and he just posts SpaceX videos. He only has like 3 videos up. He's got 600 subscribers. But I've been tagging Laura Loomer and his coworker or his employee, Call Me Outa. The most annoying guy in the world. That guy, Call Me Outa, is the most annoying fucking human. Doesn't know how to have a conversation. Thinks he knows everything. Repeats himself. Talks very loud. And him and Elon are like best buddies. And I think that guy, Call Me Outa, is either German or some other Eastern European, but I'm pretty sure he's a software developer, coder.
The guy who's on the first row, Elliot or whatever, that's his kid, right?
No, that's what I said one day, that Elliot is his child, but I don't know if that's true. It could be, but I doubt it.
Do you know if his son's going to CMU in Pittsburgh?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about his family.
Nothing.
And he says, don't post anything about your family because he knows that, one of his children could get abducted. And next thing you know, it's a national headline. And now he's got to pay $10 million, in Bitcoin to some fucking Russian, there's a danger when your family is public and you're that rich. Like it's dangerous. There's really crazy people out there and he really pisses people off. So he's a very high target for the mentally deranged, for Marxist, communist, revolutionary types.
I think he's going to be fine. He's like 27 Israeli bodyguards. I mean, come on.
Well, that's for major movements, like when he goes to, some congressional hearing or he goes to something but for his everyday life, there is no way he employs 27 bodyguards, like 24 hours a day. No fucking way. That would be.
They had to go to the bathroom with him in Twitter. That's why remember he was taking out the sink?
Yeah, but that's because he's taking over the company. So like there's all these employees he has to worry about who might, try to hurt him. But I don't know. See, he's like the Gordon Gekko of our ages in many ways. And I think he's going to buy more companies this year because he basically has a team of developers at X. Like he has employees amongst his companies now where he could very easily shift them into the positions of new acquisitions and get rid of the pre-existing employees and strip out all the bullshit. And, so he is like the VC king, like but again, like he just listen to him on X. He'll be on tonight, probably till midnight, I mean,
Let me know because I'm going to push it on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I will. And the thing is, when a lot of times, like I just want to set the live stream to live, record it and walk away. I don't even want it in my life, but I want to publish it. So
sometimes you walk away, and that one day you walked away, and I fell asleep, and that fortune teller came on. That lady.
On Clubhouse?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was Elon's fortune teller.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear that.
And at the end, she read the cards.
Really? He had a tarot card reading on his thing?
She did.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he makes references to occult terminology, so I don't know what he's reading or if he's in a cult, but like Jack Parsons, who is part of the Aleister Crowley OTO cult, he was big into the rocket technology development. So I think Elon might have some type of, knowledge of Jack Parsons. But again, it's just philosophy. It's not like he's in a secret cult. it's just a question of, he's not an atheist, so he's a believer of God. That's what I'm saying. He's toxic, but he's functional.
He's not. He is an atheist.
No, I don't think he's an atheist.
He said it.
I think you heard him say he was an atheist?
Yes.
Well, if your memory is correct, then that's what he said. But I've heard him make references to basically, universal divine mysteries.
Does he ever talk about Grimes?
Crime? No, Grimes? No, I've never heard him talk about her.
Siobhan?
He talks about some wife who fucking stabbed me in the fucking back. You tell her fucking certain things. You only tell your fucking wife, and she fucking stabbed me in the back.
That has to be Siobhan.
So, what's he referencing to? What did he tell his wife that she...
Okay, so Siobhan's the Indian one in Houston. She's been passed around. She slept with Carl and all those guys, and that whole scene, Teal's whole scene.
Oh.
She always worked for Elon, and then when Grimes was pregnant, she got pregnant too. So she had twins, ruined his relationship with Grimes. He got back with Grimes, blah, blah, blah. Then when Tallulah got married, he announced that they had 3. And now I'm reading, because she likes to wear a fake baby bump when her surrogate is pregnant. That's not fucking weird as fuck. I can send you a picture. So they're saying she has another one on the way. So that would be 4. 4. I mean, it has to be her. Hello?
Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, he has that trans son, And so you're talking about a guy who didn't manage his shit well, and the compound with the children and the wives, how the fuck do all the wives get together and they're okay, we can make this work. Elon is so rich, he's taking care of all of us, let's make it all work and let's not fight. But he's what's really happening?
I know. What is really happening? He had Grimes under all kind of
surveillance.
Yeah, really bad.
So there is a photo of him with Diddy at a screening. So if he slept with some people that he was introduced to,
I'm saying he did.
Yeah, then it wasn't just Diddy that got Elon, or it was, like you said, possibly I don't think did he have a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein?
Elon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Well, we have a listener here. His name is Ken, Crypto Coin Hodl, as well as Butter and Monica. Monica, do you want to say anything? Monica's always criticizing me. She comes in the room. She says, "You used to read the Bible. What happened to you? You were such a good person, and now you're such a dick." Maybe I've become too much like Elon from listening to Elon.
Okay, Kimball dated Jen. That was Epstein's ex-girlfriend. He met him through Epstein. Kimball dated Jen for a year. And then to clean up his image, he married Christina, who was married to a black lesbian singer, and he's basically her beard. Okay? Elon, after he dumped his first wife, after the 5 kids, he met through a quote-unquote party planner in 2 weeks, a woman who lived in the United Kingdom, and decided and was engaged. And that was through Epstein. That's how he met Tallulah.
Is he single now? What's his dating status? Because anybody who's on X 5 nights a week, he's not, in love, right?
I think he's going to marry Siobhan. That would be my guess. I mean, and still do whatever he does, have babies, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know how he's going to get out of it. How's he going to even get out of it? I mean, come on. You know, her brother's a big attorney for Microsoft. And he allegedly, was this recent that he went off on her?
On who?
On his wife or whatever.
I've never heard anybody in the background ever. It seems like he has his own house near Starbase in Texas. I think it's outside Austin. Like he posts photos of him with the county commissioner because he got, because he voted. So like, I know where he voted, and it must be in close proximity to where he lives. So like geographically, his location is pretty easy to like approximate, but I get the feeling that whatever the compound is, like they all have their own house or something, and he has his own house where he does his show every night, and he's going live in 25 minutes, And
Would Ashley have his baby?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I know nothing about his life other than some fucking little things, but I don't know anything about babies or wives or any of that shit. What did Monica say? I think Monica put something in the chat. Nice boobs, Adrian. Nice titties. AI tots.
Oh, shit. Monica? Are you there?
She's not saying anything. Maybe I'll invite her, see if she wants to say anything. I don't know if this is the Monica Kaka or somebody else, but I get the feeling it's Monica Kaka. She thinks she's a black sheep or something. But we have Butter here, and we have YouTubers watching us. So, like, why are you interested in the Elon story?
The long story, but he contacted me through Reddit. I didn't know who he was.
What did he say to you on Reddit?
He wanted me to re-sign for Twitter. So from there, we went to Telegram.
But how do you know that was really him and not just some spoofer?
I don't.
Yeah.
However, whoever it was did get me a blue check on Twitter.
Oh, interesting.
So it could be Doge. It could be one of his retards.
Yeah.
I mean, who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? Could be who the fuck knows? But that's how I did. And then once I got on, I was all excited and blah, blah, blah. I got locked out of my account. He changed my picture to an X.
Uh-huh.
I can't download my information. I can't delete my account. I can't do anything. Nothing.
Well, just create a new account.
I don't want to create a new account. I'm already on Insta. But I had 6 years. That was a 2017 outdoorsman account. It'd be like if you had a Holly volleyball account or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's only so many volleyball players, right? And on my Insta, right now, I think I'll hit 3,000. I don't have any bots. Zero OnlyFans. Zero bots. Zero anything but outdoorsmen. It takes a lot of work to find those people, and he took it all away from me.
Were you making money?
Were
you making money from it?
Was I making money from it? No.
Well, then what did you really lose?
I lost all my photos. I lost control of my photos because I can't take them down, right? They're watermarked with my brand. There's pictures of me in a bathing suit. I can't.
Well, this is, if you want to at least use some of the stuff, just create a new account and retweet the stuff from that old account that you want to keep and just move on to a new account. No one is going to find it. No one looks at it. You don't even have to worry about it.
I want to cancel it.
Well, try to do the deactivation.
I did 1,000 million times. I put in 8 FTC reports.
Oh, well, the thing is, they don't want to delete anything because they'd rather just keep the content.
Right. But it's mine.
Well, nothing is really yours. I don't know if you know that. Nobody really owns anything in this life. You're born penniless. You're going to die penniless.
Well, I paid twice for the blue check.
Uh-huh.
And he stole $240 off of me because he said it was a PayPal error. That the PayPal server must have been down. I'm like, you're so full of shit. I'm like, I've been using PayPal since the beginning.
Anyways, all right. Well, let me text you in 20 minutes with the link.
All right, send it. Bye.
Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. What'd you think, Monica? Some crazy person just like randomly calling me, messaging me, wanting to talk about Elon Musk. Not even from Clubhouse, Monica. From X. My first fangirl from X. We're going to call somebody real quick. Maybe not. Let's call my uncle. Uncle didn't pick up. We're going to call my lawyer.
Hi, John.
Hey, Ken, how's it going?
Oh, okay. How about with you?
Oh, things are good. I'm, staying alive, staying ahead, trying, and, can't complain. How was your day?
Two guys, one guy used to coach and his son came to visit for a number of hours today. Willie Williams and his son.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It took him an hour and a half to get here.
Oh. Where do they live? Indiana?
No, way out west.
Oh. What, you taught the dad basketball or the son?
What?
You taught the father how to play basketball or the son?
I coached the father.
Oh, wow.
So what's going on with you, John?
Oh, I'm
How's the government treating you?
the government pays well. As long as they keep paying. I got things I gotta do. I got a lot of paperwork I gotta do tomorrow. And we'll see how things play out in January, February. Other than that, I'll have to make a move sooner or later, file for the Chapter 13 or try to do the appeal on the original judgment. But somebody sent me an article today saying that they settled $150,000 with this law firm who's suing me for $15,000. So a settlement of some sort, maybe I can get a good lawyer to affordably try to settle the debt.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm not stressed out, and I just started seeing this beautiful girl, so we'll see how it goes.
Good for you. That's one of your strengths, John.
Well,
Make sure you keep it.
yeah, I go to the gym. I try to stay flexible, psychologically, physically, spiritually.
So how's your property?
It's
You have
okay.
tenants?
Well, no, it's pretty much empty now, but I got work to do on that too. I've figured out kind of a way to try to evade the collectors. We'll see if it works.
Oh, good. Try something.
Yeah, the internet gives you a lot of outs, but it also gives them a lot of ins. So it's hard to evade, but they can't collect my VA compensation, so that keeps me afloat.
Oh, good.
So what are you going to do the rest of the night? What are you going to do tomorrow?
The rest of the night,
Mm-hmm.
lay in bed, do very little reading.
How's your kids doing?
We're all fine. Kyle, my second oldest, is scheduled to come and visit me this week.
Oh, good.
And Mike is in Portugal with his girlfriend.
So how's your physical therapy? Are you moving? Are you eating well? Like, are you comfortable? How's your pain management?
We haven't done anything in the last week.
Well, tomorrow, take a deep breath and try to shake your tail. If you can, but as long as you're comfortable, are you comfortable?
Yeah. I don't enjoy it, John, laying in bed all the time.
Yeah, I know. Nobody does.
How's your friend in the Philippines?
I have no idea. He's probably been digested. He's probably in the sewer line right now. You know who did text me is Manjul. Do you remember that Indian guy in the building?
Yeah.
He texted me a photo of me and him and Marson, and I thought it was like a prank. I didn't even know who the hell was texting me. And then I looked closer at the photo and I see myself. I started laughing. So I'm going to call him. I think he got married and he got citizenship maybe, but he was working for Walgreens, working on their app, their software.
A former neighbor of mine in Park Ridge, as a young kid, he's now about 47. He married a girl from the Philippines. And she works for one company, he works for another. But John, they're really doing well financially.
Yeah. Do they work in technology?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. May the good times always persist, because, you got to keep working. Those property taxes got to be paid. Those income taxes got to be paid. It just never ends. It's like a lifelong journey of paying, because this government doesn't know how to run anything.
Wow.
So my friend, he's got a media company called Illinois Review, very conservative. And, I have the state constitutional convention paperwork. I got the state constitution. I mean, the goal is to try to turn the state Republican and get rid of all the fake, politicians who are just grifters, and to try to get a good mayor into Chicago, because this Brandon Johnson is an idiot and he's very destructive because he wastes money, like you can't believe. And so when Trump gets into office, that Tom Holman, the head of Immigration Customs Enforcement, he says he's coming straight to Chicago. It's going to be day number 1. The feds are coming in.
Good. All right, John. I'm gonna.
Okay, have a good evening and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I love you, Ken. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, John. You're a good one.
Thanks. So are you. I'll talk to you soon. You're the
Thanks
best.
for the call.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Okay, thanks. You too, Ken. Oh, poor Ken. Not doing well. Let's call Manjul.
Please check the number and dial again, or dial 611 for customer assistance. Message.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Adrian Dittman.
The Google subscriber you have called is
What did Monica put in the chat? Shout out to the YouTubers. Bye-bye. Good to have friends.
Like he kind of like he always said,
The cheeseburgers here. Be careful.
Abby,
I'm good.
Abby, don't you sleep?
I woke up late.
Oh my God, you must be so unhealthy.
This is my last night, by the way. This is my last.
How would you rate your health, like your overall physical health?
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I have to tell you something.
What?
This is my last night in my house.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow I cannot be on this late.
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
So I'm
Going
just
back to the
enjoying it.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back to
My
your,
last night.
you're moving back home to your parents' house, so you won't be able to talk all your shit. You know, I lived with my mom. I lived with my mom in Colorado, and she heard me having a chat with like people in the same way that, you know, these clubhouse rooms go. I used to have a group of people that we were all internet marketers, and we would all talk shit every night. And one night my mom was spying on me. Like I didn't know she was listening or watching. And she was like, I can't believe the shit you fucking people were talking about. Wasting your fucking time.
Did you think you're a faggot?
She said one time, she's like, we think you're gay.
You know what? You should do a documentary about your family. I feel like you and your family dynamic, it's like Modern Family with freaking Arrested Development type of scenario. Like,
It is like Arrested, but that's a lot of people's families are like Arrested Development. A lot of families. A lot of families. And we're like the poorest version of Arrested Development you could ever imagine. But like there's families out there that really do have a lot of money, and the mother is like the matriarch, and the father is like a very submissive
he's in jail.
adult.
Oh, I hate that. My household is the opposite.
What do you mean? Like the dad is in charge, the mom is humble.
Yeah, above everything.
Yeah.
That's called nuclear family.
My mom is very like she cannot say anything.
I think that's cultural. Like, but you know, an Indian woman, have you ever heard like a really angry Indian mother who's just like horribly toxic? Yeah.
The thing is, like, it's not really cultural. In my culture, it's not like that. But
Mhm.
it's just my mom is very messed up, like Nora. No, I'm joking. My
No,
mom,
she's
if
not.
my mom was like Nora, I would never talk to my mom in my life.
Nura Bandura. Hi, Joy.
Oh, my sister's with my mom. I didn't know my mom's gonna go. You know how I'm finding out? Because I have my mom's GPS location on my phone, and
Oh,
we
wow.
share our location. We both share our location.
Joy, did you know I had a burner account on here, Joy, recently, and it was said like I'm an actor.
Yeah,
Or
thought
people of all, everybody assumed it was you.
Yeah, Christy was going
Me too.
paranoid. She's like, I think it's Joy Stokes, mate. I'm like, no, I don't think it's Joy.
No, I met Christy on her first date on the app when she introduced herself to everyone as American. So that's inconvenient for her. But
I love Inconvenient Truth. That's a good film.
what did you think of using the name Joy? Did you get a very positive response?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
rebuked from a few rooms, I will admit, because people thought I was you, but that sort of
Yeah.
I also thought it was you, but then
Yeah.
the reason why he says joy because he always say joy, love, and it makes sense why it's Edmund, you know.
Yeah. What was my name?
Because
Joy
it's
Love.
love and
I think it was Joy Love or
And
something.
art.
Yeah. Joy Love Art. Yeah.
and arts.
Yeah. It was like the perfect. It's hard to find somebody that you can actually like take their identity, like you know, basically a real. Anyways, Joy is like, you see what I'm saying? Like I can't create. I don't know. It's hard. I'm just saying there's only so many people you can choose on here. Where if you clone their account, like there's no pushback.
I just think it's wonderful. You know, I don't have copyright on the name, and it's a beautiful word. You know, people thought I was you. I don't. It doesn't bother me at all. I think it's fun.
Yeah. If somebody kicks Joy, like that's the thing. If they kick the Quran.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, India.
Hi, Kapara.
How's it going?
Oh, it's India.
Oh, it's India.
I knew it was
Hey, India. Hey, India. How are you, girl?
Kapara is not gonna come in.
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
I just got home from I'm in the car right now at Whole Foods, but we just left. Me and my mom just left a holiday get together.
Oh, what'd you
Wow,
get, girl? You got
girl.
macaroni?
We our friend of ours did a whole big old potluck. So we had like pizza, we had
Yeah.
lasagna, we had all kinds of stuff. They had skillet cheesy potatoes. They had a whole dessert, like array of all kinds of stuff. There was like,
Oh, girl, birds out the whole Ozempic.
and we got leftovers we brought home. I was like, oof. It's so hard to eat healthy.
Girl, get Ozempic. It's your New Year's resolution, girl.
I don't do that because I lost my vision due to a brain tumor, and that medicine can stimulate the area where I had the brain surgery. So,
Sorry to hear that. How are
It's
you
okay.
feeling now?
what'd you say?
Are you feeling much better?
Oh yeah, that was when I was like 4 years old. I lost my vision at 4 due to a brain tumor. So
I know, Edmund, you're dying to say something.
Another baby.
I mean, I was gonna say, can you still achieve orgasm?
No, she's with her mom. Stop.
No, I'm in the car right now.
Okay. Well, you want to hear us being bad.
I mean, I'm just saying
Well,
that.
you know,
yeah.
it should be good because Santa's still watching, and he knows when he's been mad.
So, are you aware of your pituitary gland right now?
Oh yeah. It's so funny because you guys want to know what the worst test I hate being doing? I hate when people go, how many fingers am I holding up? I'm like, you know what? Next time they say that, I'm just gonna say 100.
100.
I love
Just tell him 10. Just tell him 10, not 11. 10, not 9.
You know, it's so crazy because when I was in school, I didn't start learning to read Braille till I was in 3rd grade. Because I'm originally from Michigan, and people in my school district, they were like, well, India has enough remaining vision. Braille's just too expensive. So we're just going to make her read large print with magnifiers because we just can't afford it. My mom threatened to take them to the court.
Good job.
And we got them to agree to pay to teach me Braille. So I was like, you know, it's so crazy when you say lawsuit, people change their tone. It's like, you know, why does it have to get that far? Can you just be decent?
Yeah, exactly. Tell them, girl.
What'd you guys do for the holiday?
Nothing.
Nothing, girl. Shit, I wish I was your potluck. At least I was more excited.
We had potluck today, and then on Christmas Eve, or Christmas Day, my friend came over to our house, and we had an Indian food party. My mom and I got food from a place here in San Diego called Taste of the Himalayas.
Ooh, girl.
And we had,
girl. You tell them, girl.
I had chicken tikka masala with rice. My mom did too. And then my friend had chickpea curry. And then we had naan bread and samosas and pakoras. So.
You got tipsy too, girl?
Oh yeah. I got a little sleep after. I was like, you know, I need to lay down now. It was so hard to eat healthy because we're.
Hop on in, honey. We drive you home.
Hop on in, honey.
There you go. Hi, who's talking?
Is that Billy?
Billy. Are you gonna be nice to Abby?
Oh my God! Why are you this fucking stinky
Yes, Abby. Oh, that's on India's voice recording.
Sorry, that was my watch.
It's okay. We know we love Siri.
You know, I love when I'm in a meeting and my watch starts to be annoying and tap me on the wrist and goes beep, 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 beep. It's time to stand. I'm like, you know, I'm in the middle of something. Can you hold up? Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, I am not going to stand right now. I'm
You
like,
can always turn that off.
no, I know. Well, I would, but it's a good reminder for me to, like, not sit in one spot all the time.
I hate that. My butt starts cramping up, girl. Ooh, child.
I know it is. I have scoliosis. So.
Oh, girl, you are an Ashkenazi?
No, I have 60-degree curves, though. So.
Okay, I thought you were a Jewish girl. Ohio.
No. I'm spiritual, but I'm not, I don't practice any
Lord,
religion.
I love spiritual. You gospel girl, aren't you?
I'm not spiritual. I don't practice any religion, but I do believe in God, so.
Another interesting data sure. Now people have taken to try and cancel me again. Very interesting. I never thought that people who are like right-wing racist elements who use woke terminology are going to be the people that try to cancel me. I could not have seen that coming, honestly. And those are the people who claim me to be unhinged. What? Anyways, like I am the person who's unhinged, really. Like out of everything that has happened within the last couple of days, I'm the person who's the most unhinged. Really? Okay. Okay. Let's see how that works out. Like, of all things that, sure. Also, for those of you who just joined in, please quote post the space with join the conversation so more people, see that we're live and can join in. It's going to be a discussion quite like any other, really. If people want to have a discussion around H1Bs or whatever, we'll be willing to have it. But realistically speaking, we're just going to have a show as we usually do, right? So that means looking at anything that's like a news breakdown or whatever, and discussing stuff, software related stuff too. So whatever it is, really.
About to post a clip of what you said yesterday about Martian Civil War and stuff like that, the Path of Independence. So yeah, that's going out right now.
I'd keep that one. There's no need for that one, in my opinion. But I use it as an example because I feel as though that's it was an example, but not the best example, because I wanted to kind of make it so that people understood the way that, yeah. Also, by the way, in terms of people being let up or people not being let up, Out is going to be the one who's going to take care of that, just letting you know. So, like, he's going to be the one who lets people up or drops people down. Because he recognizes people and sees people I can't see because, like, the count's just set up differently because of the way that Spaces works. So, there's that. But, yeah.
Cool.
I'm in like a chat, and there's a guy who keeps oh, I will? That's funny. There's a guy who has like a drone. It's the funniest shit. Is he doing something good with the drone? Yes. Nothing bad. No. He just flies it high within the limits of the law, of course, doesn't break the law. Takes pretty good pictures of like sunrises. That's really it. It's an autistic dude. He's not going to do anything wrong.
Oh, no, that's not what I was trying to say. I was just trying to ask if it was interesting. Like,
oh, yeah.
You found cool about it, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Somebody says, I am an AI test. And then Jacob says he had existed before GPT-4. I've existed before AI itself became even a mainstream term. Like, I've been around for a very long time. And my fascination with AI is also very, very old. I've always thought about robots and how to automate certain systems. The ironic thing is, the only reason why I thought about this when I was like really, really young is because I was made to do homework that I thought was extremely boring. And so I said, what if a robot could do this for me? Like all the writing. I could just basically read stuff, put it together in my brain, have it be narrated, and then this thing would basically write it out for me. That's where my understanding, like the desire to understand how robots works, comes from. That's where it started. So that's pretty cool. Also, Out, I'm gonna post this meme. If I can find it. Hang on. Hear this one. Look at that. Is that funny? I think that's really fucking funny. Nice. By the way, you can't speak at the moment, or?
It's not showing up for me yet.
It looks like it's, not connected properly or something. I don't know.
Oh, you can in like 5 minutes. Dude, it's told me you can do in 5 minutes. Somebody asked me if we can play, one of my subs asked me if we can play Diablo together. I would, but I'm kind of just playing Path of Exile at the moment. Also, I'm kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus from video games for a little bit at the moment, because there's so much stuff that's going on that I need to be really in the system to understand what's going on, because otherwise there is a lot of shit that could happen that I'm not aware of, and I have to really stay on top of things just like before and a little bit after the year ends, because I did not think that towards the end of the year things were going to get worse. You'd think, oh, we're going to have a bit of a wind down, everything's fine, everything's nice. No, it got so much. I would have never imagined half of any of this, not even a fraction of any of the stuff that's recently happened, was even possible. I've read people who I thought were somewhat intelligent say the dumbest things ever. And then I've heard people who's usually say the dumbest things ever, say the most intelligent things ever. I've seen people defend each other that otherwise are completely opposite from one another in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. And then people who are historically with each other go against each other. The entire time this is happening, I'm asking myself, what the fuck is going on? Because all because of one issue. Holy shit, man. This is like the primary thing. Just this one thing. Unbelievable. I would have never thought that would happen. Even with me and all the stuff that I've done, I did not think that this was going to happen, to be honest. I didn't think that this was going to blow that far out of proportion. The only reason why I got involved in any of this is because some people spread some nonsense, and I felt as though it was necessary to call it out. I was like, wait a minute. All of the stuff that I'm hearing in this space doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then they mention my name, and I'm like, fine. Okay, look, I'm going up. And I'll, like, interrogate these people, which is effectively what I did. And since this moment, everything has just gone the way of chaos. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next hour or the day after this. I have no idea. We've, like, reached the peak. It's crazy.
What's happening?
It's absolutely fucking
What's happening,
crazy.
Adrian? I missed
At the moment, everything's kind of nice, except for, of course, people saying that I was unhinged and therefore trying to cancel me, which is ironic.
Oh, I'm being canceled right now. Have you seen Candace Owens is like spreading all these fake screenshots, the ones I told you about last night? Like,
wait,
yeah, she's asking me if I'm a tranny. Yeah, because I'm making like these AI pictures of her being Jewish, right? So, and it's really pissing her off, like every day I'm like, Happy Hanukkah, and it's a picture of her as a Jew. And it's making her so mad, and so she's responded by like posting all these fake screenshots of me saying I like fucking children, or that like I'm a trans person. My God, it's like I could probably sue her for defamation. Like if we're being honest, if I was like actually bored or like angry, but it's like as it stands, it's just kind of amusing. It's like what the fuck.
That is insane. That is actually insane.
It is. It's fucking unhinged. Yeah, it's like oh God forbid I make like a picture of her being Jewish. That's so offensive. So, I'm going to call this guy a pedophile. Wow. Like, it's just, she has no credibility at all. Like, she's done. This is insane. Mind-boggling, dude. Yeah, holy crap. These people, like, they really took their masks off, All you have to say was, hey, maybe Indians should have the right to come and work in the United States like anybody else. And suddenly it's like, oh, you're a pedophile. Wow. Like, that is, it's, huh? Holy shit, just holy shit. Mask off moment.
Yeah. It makes no sense. I don't understand it.
I feel like people have planted their heels in the sand, right, with this issue. And it's like maybe at first, they're opposed to mass immigration. That's fine. I think we all are, right? But then they dig their heels in and they're like, no, I got to go harder. And then suddenly it's like, oh, let's cancel Elon. Let's say that he's tied to George Soros and BlackRock and he's part of the WEF. I'm seeing that right now, by the way. They're posting all this weird stuff. And it's like, this is insane. It's just complete,
Where are they getting it from?
A lot of it is like connections, for instance, BlackRock invested some money in X, right? And they're an investment firm, of course, they saw the value in it. But somehow that means that he's controlled by George Soros.
So if I go to Ian's house on a random Thursday, Ian now controls my life, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly.
I love it. I'm coming over on Tuesday.
See you there. Oh my fucking God.
Also, you have to realize, and again, not defending, because, BlackRock was responsible for a lot of the DEI shit that's happening now.
Yeah.
But they are the world's largest asset manager, and if you want investment, and not to mention, a lot of that money that you're getting anywhere from BlackRock, it is technically people's money.
Yep.
It's not just BlackRock sitting on this massive amount of money. It's fucking people's, ETFs. It's people's retirement funds.
Mm-hmm. Pensions. A lot of unions.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of teachers' unions and stuff, they invest in BlackRock. It's their money. So I don't see a problem with it personally. I don't like the DEI stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ultimately, what ends up happening is that BlackRock, a lot of people don't really give a shit about like their the politics of the businesses that they are
they just want to make money
invested in. and they just want to make money. And then if you have money with like BlackRock, you can like you can actually dictate. So you can say, I want like these policies. You can vote for certain policies, right, for that company, even if you have money. But most people don't do that. And when you don't do that, BlackRock themselves takes initiative, and they've used that to kind of push the fucking DEI bullshit.
Correct. It's just a market, and people who don't understand a lot, and I've noticed this with, not just with the H-1B stuff, but with pretty much any topic, right? When they don't understand something, but they have a really strong opinion on it, it's actually kind of annoying, right? Because their opinion is based on nonsense, on conjecture, on misinformation, on a YouTube video they saw, on maybe not even a YouTube video, but a Rumble video of some crazy guy saying something. And that's where they get their opinions, and then it turns into concrete facts, and they're spreading it. And I have no problem with this quote unquote disinformation, because it is disinformation, right? But they don't educate themselves, and that's really irritating, because if you can present to them, actual facts with data, they don't care to listen. They'll just call you a liar, or they'll shut you down somehow, some other way. They're not interested in the truth. They're just interested in being outraged and angry and upset, and they want to feel like they're accomplishing something by crusading against this thing that doesn't exist. It's Don Quixote syndrome, right? Tilting at windmills.
So ideally, they're just pushing so many lies until, I guess, as many of the masses can just believe it, which is absolutely silly, to be honest with you. But it's unbelievable.
We need better education. We need better education. I mean, this sort of thing, it's funny, like Americans love to think like they're the best and the brightest, and their education system's amazing. Yeah, I'm talking like average Americans. I'm not talking about educated, informed Americans, right? But this sort of thing doesn't happen in Europe as much. It doesn't happen in Russia, right? It's like the people there living, I know a lot of Russians, right? And they don't fall for this sort of conspiracy shit. And maybe it's because the media doesn't lie as much, or maybe it's because it used to lie this much back when they were Soviets and they had the Pravda, which would lie to them every single day. Now it's like, hey, let's question what we think we know about the subject. Let's look into it, and okay, here's what's actually happening, right? That is usually how they deal with information. Whereas with these Americans, they've been lied to by the mainstream media for years and years and years, and they still believe the mainstream media. You can see that these people attacking Elon, they will quote newspapers that are also attacking Elon, which, weeks ago, they were more than happy to call fake news. Don't trust the media. And yet now they trust the media because it's attacking Elon Musk. I mean, that seems very, very foolish to me, right? It's like suddenly you can trust the media, even though the media told you that Fauci was a good guy and that he didn't lie about, the origins of the virus. It doesn't add up. Like there's this weird disconnect in what they choose to believe or who they choose to believe, and it always just comes down to pre-existing bias. They want it confirmed, right? So if a person they don't like says something that they happen to agree with, or it fits into the narrative that they've already built up in their heads, they just go along with it. And that becomes the gospel truth. And God forbid, if you disagree with them, then you're a bad guy.
I'll be honest with you, Ian. I thought we were over this. I genuinely thought we were over this.
They don't listen to Trump, like they're not, like a lot of them, like some people listen to Trump because maybe they're smart, but these people are not listening to Trump. They're still going after Elon Musk, and they're doubling down on these attacks. It's not stopping. It's not stopping.
I mean, what do you expect? Nick Fuentes literally told them to stay home and let Kamala win.
That part's fun.
Did people actually believe that?
Well, he's just going for a stay home.
No, basically, their argument was, if Trump's not gonna take the issues that they take seriously, then they might as well let Kamala win.
So they came to
teach Republicans a lesson.
So ideally, they decided that diplomacy was not an option, is what you're saying.
I mean, they're going to stay home anyway. Most of them are just incels. They overestimate influence, right? I mean, they may be big online, and it's actually they're not even that big online. It's more like they're really loud online and they're organized, which puts them at an advantage above everybody else, right? If you ever sit in on these Groyper spaces, they talk as if they own X. And they don't get a lot of reach either. They get a lot of reach among their own followers. Obviously, they do have a decent amount of followers, but they don't really move the needle. They're in a very large echo chamber, is what they are. But they have this perception that they control everything. And if you compare the size of, I don't know, their community versus the size of a Reddit subreddit, you know, like one of those leftist ones, like Anti-Work, it's nothing. It dwarfs, you know, anything that they can do. Like Anti-Work is extremely, extremely organized, and people don't seem to realize that. I mean, the right is fighting amongst itself. You know, you have like these retarded conspiracy theory types. You have regular MAGA, which I like, and then you've got these Groypers, and you know, you got a bunch of libertarians and so on. And we happen to think that we're like this big thing here, and maybe we are in some cases, in some instances. Like MAGA is definitely very, very big. But then you compare all these other smaller groups to something that goes on Reddit, like a sub-community, and those are so fucking big, it's unbelievable. They have millions of followers.
My messages are funny. So funny, wait, what?
So, Ian, not legal advice, but you might actually want to consult with an attorney about those Candace Owens posts. I don't think they're quite passable in terms of liability.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she joins the space. I tagged her in it. If you want to come speak and come and defend yourself, by all means.
This is going to be really spicy, but I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
She's very loud.
That I've seen.
Well, loud. You can turn her down.
Daily Wire in general has like a massive issue, though.
Really?
In what way?
I would say it's the people there aren't like quite very logical, and it leads to like a lot of issues.
Well, I questioned him hiring her for sure. That was not the smartest move.
No, I mean as like a whole.
Do you think it was a DEI hire? Oh, that's a good question.
No.
Sorry, it was a question.
Because Candace Owens was very important in like the whole Brexit movement of like blacks leaving the Democrats and joining the Republicans. She was very important in all of that. So calling her a DEI hire isn't really fair, because she did actually like kind of start that movement. Or at least popularized it.
She popularized it, yeah. I wouldn't say she started it.
Yeah.
She brought it into the mainstream. There's a lot of normies who listen to her. Yeah.
All right. Should I cause some chaos? Yes or no?
I know what you're thinking. But I'm not sure. It depends on who it is. We'll have to like look through their posts. If it's some extremely like, let's have a standard for this. If it's stuff that's absolutely just not excusable, then we can't do it.
It degrades the space. Like when you have that one guy who was ranting about Indians. Yeah, you probably don't want that.
Yeah, exactly. It was bad. The only one of the things that I regret about being there is because whenever people will see this image, it's like my account is there. I was there when that happened. It's just kind of shitty. You know, I did not think that guy was going to come up there and start doing that. I was like, what? That was insane. And they tried every angle to defend that. They said, oh, wow, this guy's a veteran. No, that is not a veteran. I actually know someone. Not sure if he is still around. We could probably get him on. He'd be a very interesting person to talk to. William, he's an 80-something-year-old individual who somehow is like on X and was able to get to X to work, and very interesting person. Someone knows how Linux works as well. Like, very interesting individual. That's a fucking veteran right there. This guy's been in multiple wars and tells us very interesting stories about the past. that I think are invaluable. That's a veteran. Whatever that fucking pathetic display was the other day from that person, I don't know what that is, but just because you fought in a war doesn't excuse you to like just unbridled racism like that. That's insane.
You don't have to fight in a war to be a veteran.
That is also true.
Just carry water. You can get water by
We just need to be a part of the military in any way.
Right, of course.
There's nothing wrong with that. I respect people who serve. I respect anyone who serves, but using that as a shield to mask your bullshit, your stupid opinions is pathetic. To me, that's insecurity. That is cowardice, right? If you want to say something, say it with your chest and say it as yourself. Don't say I'm a veteran. I can say what I want. It's like that's ridiculous.
Adrian, I know what you said about how it looks, but I'm glad that you went in there. Somebody needed to talk to them directly. They would have just kept echoing their bullshit if you hadn't gone in there, and you have clearly enough credibility with them that they were willing to bring you on stage and let you talk some, although they were dicks to you. So I just think it was good that you went in there and told them that they're racist to their faces. Am I sounding better tonight, by the way?
Yeah, your mic sounds good.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie, Spaces is connecting way better today than it was yesterday.
Great.
We still deciding how chaotic it's going to get?
It looks like we got some new speakers up here.
Yeah, not Jerome Powell was at some point one of the funniest accounts on the website.
Yes,
Was? Sorry? Was?
I'm look, man. I'm not gonna insult you, but you've kind of lost your edge a bit.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. It's just you used to be like it used to be hilarious. Like I would like look at all of your posts.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I just joined now. I don't know like what you spoke before, but I'm gonna say that Adrian is not Elon. Is this space about this or no?
No, the space is just a conversation. It's like we have this every day.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is our show.
So yeah, because like I'm gonna say that we had a space and we had both of them, and they were like talking to each other over each other. So there is no way that Adrian is Elon. So
exactly.
Yeah, a lot happening on Extra. This the past 2 days. Just wanna make that clarification.
And not only that, I mean, you can see when Elon is out somewhere, like, he's at an event or something, and the space is still going on with Adrian here. How does that, how does that make sense if Elon's out there? He's not participating in a space while he's outside. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.